Have you seen this? Now is time to watch this. It is a documentary called Till Kingdom Come, and it's disturbing. It follows a real life evangelical community in Kentucky that fiercely funds and defends Israel. But here's the twist. Their support isn't really about Jewish safety or anything like that. It's about the apocalypse. They have been so brainwashed, so indoctrinated and fear-mongered into the apocalypse happening, and that Israel is their savior, that this is what they rely on. They believe that backing Israel fulfills biblical prophecy and speeds up the second coming of Christ. Meanwhile, their own town is drowning in poverty. Jobs are gone. Infrastructure is crumbling. Their money is being sent overseas because prophecy comes first. This film doesn't exaggerate it. It literally just shows you the receipts, and it leaves you with one uncomfortable question. When foreign policy is rooted in doomsday belief, who is actually in control?
Their people, the Jews, are better than all of us. They're better than all of us. And you need to accept that.
So all your loose change that you have from home, you bring that change to school. Everything that we get, we will actually cash it in and make a check out to the Fellowship for Christians and Jews.
This is where, with the kids, where we start our indoctrination. That's where it started with me. When I was a child, that I was taught about the support that the church owes to Israel.
Every nation that has blessed Israel, God has blessed them. And every nation that has opposed Israel, God has been in opposition to them. And I'm going to stand up for...
Now, I seen that video and I thought, this shit is crazy. It's crazy that we have people living near us, in towns near us, going through this, you know what I mean, in full private schools, being indoctrinated about the doomsday and how Israel is going to be the savior for the whole world, and they're all going to go to Israel. And bro, it's fucking sick, the things these people do to their kids, and the things, and these are the kids growing up that are going to be around in the future, taking care of you in a nursing home. You know what I mean? These crazy ass kids is going to be the ones that's trying to run our future. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's just crazy. It's like a cult. It's like a cult. And, but I think I have a way that we could solve this. You know what I mean? I think, honestly, I got a way we can get rid of all these motherfuckers. Stop the whole Israel cult, evangelical thing. Just DNA test and figure out who the real Israelites are. And even if it don't come out to be black Americans, I know it will be some melanated being on this earth. And that would heat those motherfuckers up. I guarantee they would stop funding it. They would scratch the whole cult. They don't care about doomsday no more. Fuck the Bible. I guarantee if all these people, the way to defeat Christianity or end Christianity for good is tell everybody that God is black. And like we proved it. It's definitive proof Jesus was black. Everybody in the Bible was black. Oh my God, these people would drop the Bible so quick. They would drop the Bible so quick, bro. Or they would have to drop the racism. Well, either or it's a win for us. You know what I mean? I'm just joking around though, y'all. But I thought that shit was funny to me, because I honestly think it's true. Like, if we found out that the Israelites, because in Israel, they're not allowing DNA tests for the people to figure out who they truly are, because they're all Ashkenazi Jews who come from fucking Europe. So they're not allowing DNA tests. Now, the funny part is there's Ethiopians in there or who are more likely to be, or darker skinned people who are more likely to be the true Israelites. And they are shunned. They're put in, I forgot what they call their little town. I just did a little video on it, but Little Israel or what, I forgot what it's called, but they put them all in their own little separate ghetto. And you know what I mean? So it's never going to change. Things are never going to change. These people think they are them people when you really ain't shit. I know I be ranting, y'all. I know I be going on rants, but let's keep.
This movie extremely important. Highly recommend y'all to watch it. Shout out to my friend Meg who shared this resource with me. Christian Zionists are by far the largest, most organized, most powerful Zionist movement outside of Israel. And that movement is rooted in very, very dangerous anti-Semitic views. There is a very powerful and very dangerous alliance between the Zionist settler base and the evangelical white nationalist base. This alliance is so effed up because many members of the latter base, believe that their salvation is dependent on the unaliving of the former group. And this is such a powerful and dangerous and painful example that shows us that the Zionist project is fundamentally not about the protection of Jewish life. It is instead about power and maintains white supremacy culture and settler colonialism. That's why we need to use these systems as lens of analysis.
All the things we love about the Bible, they were given to us of the Jewish nation. Israel, their people, the Jews, are better than all of us. They're better than all of us. And you need to accept that. A lot of people hate Israel, the Arab countries, and they want to drive them into the sea. But we know what? That God will not cast away his people. When Jesus said salvation is of the Jews, he was right. All right, one more question. Who wants to ask it? When are we going to get done? This is where, with the kids, where we start our indoctrination. I know that's a strong word to use, indoctrination, that it gets such a bad reputation, but that's where it starts.
What do you think about what Pastor William was saying today at the church?
I don't remember exactly what he was saying, but I think as a Jewish person, whenever you hear Jesus intertwined into Old Testament teachings, it's a trigger.
The settlement movement has long been frustrated with American Jews having nothing to do with Judea and Samaria. So if we are seeking an important, influential group of people, particularly in the United States, who are supportive of the settlement movement, we have to look to evangelical Christians. To me, I think the Jews are the stars of the film, okay? The Jews are coming back to Israel. That's us, not them. They believe in the holiness of the process, but they can only be supporting actors. They have no other role. But if we allow them to be supporting actors, wow, at least they're in the movie.
אתה יושב איתם, אתה תתחיל להם מהתנ"ך, ומראה להם מה שכתוב בג'רמיה, וצריכים את העזרה שלכם, אומרים כן, אנחנו נעזור, מה צריך, זה מדהים.
There are more Christian Zionists in the U.S. alone than there are Jewish people in the entire world. So naturally, they're being targeted to fuel Israel's propaganda machine. Last month, 1,000 American evangelical pastors went to Israel on a free trip sponsored by Friends of Zion and the Israeli Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The pastors were required to sign a pledge committing to stand in solidarity with Israel. In the program, which closely mimics the birthright model used to foster pro-Israel sentiments among young Jews, plans to bring 10,000 more leaders in 2026, with the goal of reaching 1 million pastors worldwide. You have to understand that support for Israel among young evangelicals has plummeted over the last few years. It dropped from 69% in 2018 to 33.6% in 2021. So targeting pastors in this way isn't happenstance. It's part of an intentional effort to bring evangelicals more firmly back into the fold and to propagandize religious leaders so they can propagandize their congregations. And let's not forget, Christian Zionism as an ideology necessitates that all Jews be in Israel so the apocalyptic end times prophecy can come to fruition, wherein everyone either converts to Christianity or perishes. So at its core, Christian Zionism is an anti-Semitic ideology that reifies millennia of Jewish trauma at the hands of despots that forced our ancestors to convert and enacted pogroms and expulsions if they didn't comply. So to watch Jewish people forming alliances with Christian Zionists because the immediacy of shared support for Israel takes precedence feels like a classic case of biding one's time before the leopards eat their face.
Well, I hope you had enough of these fucking evangelical Zionist weirdos. I hope you got your fill of that, because I don't think I'm gonna be talking about them again. Unless I make a video just flaming their ass up, I might just do that. I might just find a few of them who weird and flame their ass on up. But other than that, I don't think I'll be talking about them again. I wash my hands with them. Like, comment, subscribe, hype this video up if you can. I appreciate y'all for checking in, and we out.